So I know that sometimes I like to mix it up, but this is getting a little bit more mixed up than usual. I've just recently joined this boat club, which sounds more impressive than it is. Well, it's actually quite impressive, I guess, but it's really, really quite efficient from a cost perspective. Anyway, they've got a handful of boats at the Spit Bridge, which are just like little day boats. And I was joking that when I joined it, maybe if I had some meetings in the city, I could go by boat instead of by car. Anyway, today it kind of worked out. I managed to organise one meeting at Birkenhead Point, another 2 meetings in Rose Bay. And instead of driving, I dropped off at the Spit and jumped in the boat. So the meetings are all relatively normal, you know, and another business owner, a searcher that's raising capital, all that sort of stuff, which is quite normal. But my method of getting here has been a little bit different. But what a beautiful day for it. A good excuse to just get out and try a different method. So this morning, just at home doing a bit of prep for the ETA forum coming up next week. One of the things that just came in the post was the banner for Ambit Partners. So check it out. Unfortunately, Ambit couldn't make it to the forum this year. Reasonable excuse. One of their main partners is actually getting married and they're all heading to the wedding. So happy to take that as a reasonable excuse for them not to join us here in Sydney, but they've very, very kindly given us a sponsorship and they're going to fund the lunch on day one. And we've got some great little lunch boxes with some Ambit branded stickers, and we also got a banner made for them here, which just came in the post. So yeah, it's cool. All the little bits now, we're only 2 weeks out, so just all the little bits that we're having to put together to make it as good an event as we can. You're going to love it. I went to record. I said all this awesome stuff that now you'll never hear because I pressed photo instead of video. Anyway, I'm here in Sydney. Why am I in Sydney? Because I've got a couple of first intro meetings this afternoon. I think every single meeting I've got today is an introductory meeting. So I'm going to spend the afternoon meeting new people and hearing about their perspective on ETA and search, business ownership and all that kind of thing. So that's always good to expand the network. It's something that I need to do quite deliberately. Sometimes it's easy for me to get stuck being, I don't know what I'd call it, maybe lazy in relation to network building. Every single time I take a new meeting or meet a new person, I'm never disappointed. It's kind of like going to the gym. When you get up in the morning, you need to put your clothes on and get down to the gym and do some exercise. That whole process feels so amazingly painful, but you never regret it out the other end. It's the same as, you know, making the effort to meet new people. It's very, very rare that you get on the back end of an introductory meeting and regret having done it, particularly on a day like today when it's a beautiful Sydney summer day and it's a good excuse to get into the city and meet some new people. Never regret a catch-up. Just got up with Lachlan Grant from a CFO outsourcing business / bookkeeping accounting business called Vital Edition. He's been running it for a while. We've got 30 people. Sounds like great business. And he comes from a VC background, but they're keen to get more involved in more traditional and older businesses. And search funds are a great space for them to be in. He's actually working with Darren Lynch to buy the HVAC business down in Victoria. So he's even getting his hands dirty with that. So yeah, great catch up. He's super keen to get involved in helping us to build the community over the next few years. Happy to sponsor anything that we want to do. He's going to be at the forum next week. So one thing he made me think about was, I've been trying to work out what to do to evolve this ETA forum thing that we've been building, which I guess has been an event, but maybe it could be a platform, maybe it could be a community. I don't know exactly what that looks like, but definitely working out how to add some events through the year, regardless of what size, some online, some face-to-face. Maybe there's some ways to kind of build the community and provide more contact points through the year, deep dives, boardroom lunches, networking drinks, and provide a real spot for that to happen. There's some things that we can do online in that regard. Maybe provide like a calendar, maybe a space where people can jump on and post events that they're going to be having in their local community. Yeah. Anyway, worth thinking about. He sounds like a kind of guy that'd be interested in getting involved. Always good to add more advisors and support to the network. And he sounds like a capable and well-experienced accountant to bring to the mix. So on to my next one. Another first meeting, meeting a guy called Simon Scarf. Looks like he comes from a bit of a VC kind of tech background, but trying to work out what to do next and might become a searcher. So I'll let you know how I go with that one. Check it out. Always like seeing my own product in the street. Duncan parking meter. It's an old one, but still shows how that business is a bit bulletproof, right? Still there, still providing a service, still generating cash. Yeah, it's good solid base. Rightio, I think the day's done. Well, almost done. Off to the train station. Pick up the kids. Definitely I guess what you call the working day is done. Just caught up with another great new contact, someone that's new to the search fund and ETA space, comes from more of a VC and startup and tech background, but is really excited to get involved. And the thing that I'm excited about with those kind of meetings is the fact that there's lots of different ways to, I don't know, skin this cat, crack this egg, I don't know, whatever you want to say. Lots of different ways to execute on entrepreneurship through acquisition. Obviously, there are search funds, which is a great model, and there's a vanilla model for search funds, and there's lots of other different ways of doing it. But buying a small business to own and operate is a great journey, and we want to make sure that we're not just stuck with one model to do that. And the more unique and interesting people with a variety of diverse backgrounds we bring to the space, the more new ideas we'll have about how it's possible to buy small businesses to own or operate, what opportunities there might be to do that. So yeah, this is a great chat, and I've handed over the forum details to him, so hopefully he'll join us next week down at Woolwich at the Deck House and meet a whole bunch of other people from the community so that he can continue to learn more about the opportunity and bring his ideas and thoughts to the space. So yeah, anyway, off to spend the afternoon with the boys. In the city this afternoon. It's been a relatively good week, just a variety of random things, including this one. So the ticketless parking business ran an event last year that was trying to bring together the industry, basically. So the strategy is to, rather than trying to distance yourself from your competitors, bring them all together in one spot, you know, all around a central theme. So the central theme we've got is ticketless, obviously, and everything going ticketless. And so we've sponsored the event, we've arranged the event. We've got a panel, which will only be short, only be a small bit of talking. But on that panel, we've got customers, suppliers, competitors, and us just talking generally about this move in the marketplace from ticketed to ticketless parking. So yeah, should be a good event. It was a great one last year. Japan did an awesome job pulling it together, and I'll see if I can capture some footage in there to show you what it looks like.
And then you never know who you're going to bump into.
Another great event from Japan there. Probably 50 or 60 people in the room, including people like managers from local councils, which, to be honest, through no fault of their own, it's hard to get them to come along to these events because there's so much concern about probity and issues with conflict of interest. And so often they avoid situations where there might be some perception that they're getting something for free. But, you know, to his credit, he got, you know, a good cohort of people along, good mix of people from the industry, operators, technology providers, managers, owners, all those people in the room. So you could have a proper industry-wide discussion rather than just something that looks like a sales pitch, which I think is the objective, which I think he managed to achieve. So yeah, now it's back home to grab the kids and get some dinner. So I'm doing this vlog to give you guys a direct insight into the point of view of entrepreneurship through acquisition. The idea is to show you the behind the scenes. I mean, I'm an investor in ETA, and it's to give you guys an idea of what it looks like, just a day in the life or a week in the life of what I do, the CEOs I work with, and the searchers that I assist. So if you like the content and it's resonating with you and it's useful, click like to let me know that I'm on the right track. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them behind and I'll do my best to respond to them, because that's how I'm actually going to help you the most, and that's what I'm here for. If there's something in particular that you want to see, drop it in the comments and I'll see if I can expand the kind of insight that I'm giving you and the kind of behind the scenes that I'm providing to help you as much as I can. So let me know what you think and I'll keep trying to improve the value that I'm creating. Cheers.